as a young person, as a young father, having sleep apnea is quite a tough situation. And I want to spend this video today giving you guys some background. How did I know that I actually have sleep apnea? Um, what am I doing about it? And obviously, how did I feel before that? And how did I feel now that I have that? Just bear in mind that, again, I'm not a medical practitioner. So this is not medical advice. I'm sharing this as part of my real dad log, something that I went through in my life, and perhaps it can assist you by identifying if you also maybe struggle with some of the symptoms that I will discuss with you now. So last year, about October or so, I actually bought myself the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7, and bought it for my wife as well. This is not a sponsored video, I wish. It's just, it shows you how good technology has become. So during my first few months with my watch, it kept on telling me, obviously the feature needs to be switched on. So, when you get a new device or something, you always play around with the settings and functionalities and things like that. So I then switched on the sleep apnea detection. I didn't expect anything. I mean, I'm just switching it on and see what happens. And since October last year, October, November, I can't remember exactly, up until May this year, 2026, I received about 5 to 6 notifications on my phone and on my watch to say that moderate to severe apnea detected, see your doctor. I mean, I just ignored it. I assumed it's because I'm snoring, and I just ignored it. And then during December, yeah, January, somewhere there, I started feeling very, well, I can't say bad, but yeah, let's just use the word bad. I started feeling very bad in the mornings when I wake up. So some mornings I would wake up after a proper night's sleep, or what I assumed was a proper night's sleep, and I would be exhausted, like terrible. I would grasp for air, and I wouldn't feel lekker. You know your body. You just don't feel the way you should feel. During the day, I would get tired. I was starting to lose concentration quite a bit, and I just didn't feel well for some reason. And also on the watch, you can see in the mornings when you wake up and it tracks your sleep cycle. It showed that my oxygen levels are very low. And I spoke to my wife and I said, something's just odd. I feel like I'm living in a simulation. But long story short, I went to my general practitioner, my doctor, and I said to him, you know what? This is what the watch said. Obviously, we don't know if we can actually trust it. And then I also realized that my dad has been having sleep apnea for about 20 years. So we spoke to the medical aid, and we arranged, and I went through all the testing. I actually looked like a person from the Matrix movie with all these plugs and stuff in my head. I did the test, and so they send you with the machines on. You try to sleep during the night, and then the next morning they take it off and they start analyzing it. They analyze brain waves, and there's a lot of things that they do. And about 2 weeks after that, 2 days after that, the doctor called me, and she said, unfortunately, she was able to pick up that I have severe sleep apnea. And the problem with mine is I have both. So you do get the central apnea and the obstructive apnea. So the obstructive is when your throat relaxes too much, it closes the airway and you stop breathing. And then the central is when you go into such a deep sleep that your brain starts switching off. It can't wake you up. And it was actually quite a shock to learn that my oxygen levels dropped to, I think, 64%. and I stopped breathing for about 50 seconds. And then you wake up the whole time. So long story short, I bought the machine. The medical aid unfortunately didn't pay for it, so I had to buy it out of my own pocket. And ever since I started sleeping with that, guys, girls, whoever is watching this video, it's a life changer. It's absolutely a life changer. Yes, it took me about a week or two to get used to the mask, and I'll show you my mask now. But once you get used to that, you sleep like a baby. You feel refreshed in the morning. Obviously, it doesn't fix the headaches and the normal stuff. It just forces oxygen or air into your, um, into your body so that you don't stop breathing. And then you can track it on your apps and things like that. So why did I actually make this video today? I wanted to let you guys know that you're not too young and you're not too old um, to be diagnosed with sleep apnea. And I also picked up that a lot of people are too afraid to talk about it because they feel ashamed if they go out for a weekend. They don't feel that they want to take their machine with. Guys, I can tell you now, you should take it because you can actually die if you don't wear your machine while you're sleeping. So, yes, losing weight does help, but it's not all about weight. That's the first thing that I asked the doctor, and obviously I did a lot of research afterwards as well. And they confirmed that it's not only about weight. Yes, it does affect it, but it's not always about the weight. So let me show you what it looks like if you don't know. So here's my mask. So it literally just goes over and you clamp it onto your head, and then you have a pipe which just clicks over like this, and then it can swivel and it can go all over the place. And then here's the actual machine. So I have the Yaywell, I think it's a YF500 if I remember correctly. So you do get a few of these different machines. You get a CPAP, which is a continuous positive airway pressure, and then you get an APAP. Now I have the APAP. It's an automatic passive airway pressure. So which means once the machine detects that I'm in a sleep apnea, it puts the pressure up. And when I get out of the apnea, it actually drops again, just to it adapts to what it thinks I need. So ever since I started using my machine, I absolutely felt like a different person, and I can't go anywhere without it. So if you have some of those symptoms, so what are the most common symptoms that I noticed? I was very tired when I actually woke up. I felt weird during the day. You can't concentrate. You feel like you're living in a simulation. Everything just feels different. Um, I actually became sick. So your immune system is not, not what it's supposed to be, because you don't actually go in a deep sleep because your body keeps on waking itself up because you stopping to breathe. So just your body. That's the biggest thing, guys. You know your body. Get it checked out. If you do have a smartwatch that supports that functionality, don't let it leave. Figure it out, and then you go to the doctor and you speak to the doctor about that. So I'm always open and honest with you guys, and that's part of my journey. So I wanted to share that with you. All the best. Thank you for watching the video. If you're still here, I really do appreciate it. I'm actually about to clean my machine now, so I clean it every week, where I just wash the mask and the pipes, and I change the filters and stuff just to make sure that it actually it's sorted for the week. Okay, guys. Anyway, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for the support, and keep well. Bye bye.